We got the reported Olympic team for the USA women's basketball team that will be competing in Paris this summer. Caitlin Clark did not make the Olympic team, and this might be controversial. Why? But of course, Caitlin Clark did not make the Olympic team. Can you keep that up there? Because that is straight legends. This is a roster of legends only. A'ja Wilson, Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, Kelsey Plum, Brittany Griner, who made her return over the weekend and looked phenomenal, Jewel Lloyd, Diana Taurasi, Chelsea Gray, Nafisa Collier, Alyssa Thomas, Jackie Young, and Kalia Copper. That is your reported alleged roster for Team USA women's basketball at the Olympics this summer. And I again say, Caitlin Clark did not make the team, of course. And you want to know who would also say that? Caitlin Clark. Like, Caitlin Clark was asked about this over the weekend, and she said, in the words of Caitlin Clark herself, it is the toughest team to make. And it is. This team has won 7 straight gold medals. Right now, there are 12 players more equipped than Caitlin Clark, and there are other players who were snubbed as well. Arike Ogunbowale stands out amongst them as she has begun this season. She has 9 straight games with 20 or more points. Could have made a case for her. And sure, if you want to make a case for Caitlin Clark, go for it. And if you want to say she was snubbed, just look at what she did on Friday night, where she had the best game of her professional career, and it was her first time playing with 2 days of rest, and it showed. She made 7 threes. She had 31 points for the Fever and a win, and she was tremendous. So if you want to make a case for Caitlin Clark to have made the Olympic team, you can certainly build a merit-based case, but what we're not going to do is say that Caitlin Clark should have made the Olympic team because of popularity, because of what it would have done for ratings. And I don't think Caitlin Clark would want that argument to be made.
And it's from the people, I forget who said it, who was in charge of building these rosters. They're like, yo, we thought about it, but she wouldn't play.
Yes.
And so we don't know how those fans would react to her not playing.
Well, that was the report from Christine Brennan, because it's a committee, and at the top of the committee is Dawn Staley and Simone Augustus. But Christine Brennan of USA Today reported and said, you know, sources that she sincerely trusted told her that one of the reasons that they did not put Caitlin Clark on the team was because of what you said, that she wouldn't get playing time, and this idea that the fans would be up in arms because Caitlin Clark isn't playing.
And we see that happen from not the fans being up in arms about it, but we see
fans up in arms about everything.
Well, that's not what I don't give a damn about you, the fans. Like, if you're a Caitlin Clark fan, fine, I don't care about you. We see them put young players on these rosters just so the future has somebody on it with some experience, right? Think about Christian Laettner was sat on the dream team. Was he qualified to be on the dream team? No, but like, hey, this is the next, they thought, this is the next young and up-and-coming star, so we're going to get him some Olympic experience, just learning what it means to play in the Olympics and all of that, so that when next Olympics come, we already have him, and he can show the rest of the team the way, right? LeBron and Carmelo and Dwayne Wade, they sat on the bench, and they shouldn't have. They shouldn't have. One of the greatest mistakes in international sports competition was Larry Brown deciding, hey, I'm not going to play the young guys. I'm just going to continue to run out there and lose with the vets that I got. And so we see those young players sit and they don't play. So if you're going to put Caitlin Clark on in that sort of a spot, like, I can understand doing so. But again, this team is loaded. And guess what? The next team is going to be loaded. And the team after that is going to be loaded. You don't need to do that on the women's side of things the way that you may feel the need to do that on the men's side. So that's one. Two, if the fans are going to revolt and turn on you, and we're going to have a second damn revolutionary war, if people are going to storm the damn Capitol for Caitlin Clark to play, absolutely. You feel like, yo, it's not even worth the headache to let her get on the court and do that. Is Caitlin Clark a really good basketball player? Absolutely. But you tell me which one of those names you're leaving off. You tell me.
The first that people are trying to make an argument for is Diana Taurasi, 41 years old Diana Taurasi, who will be 42 by the time the Paris Olympics. You tell me who wants to go and tell Diana Taurasi, the best player in Team USA history, that she shouldn't be on this team. Diana Taurasi, who is still averaging 16 points this season at the age of 41. I went into this season, shame on me. I said, I think Diana Taurasi is Wash. I whisper it. I don't want her to hear it. She's come out and she's had 3 games this season where she's made 6 or more threes. 2 of those, she's had 7 in them. She has been continuously effective. And from the veteran leadership presence that was clearly important to the committee who made this team, because you see veteranship up and down that roster, there is nobody better than Diana Taurasi.
I'd leave her off.
Fine. Are you going to leave LeBron off? We never have this conversation with men.
What man has been 42? Also, LeBron James is still one of the 10 best American basketball players.
But she's still good, is my point.
Yes, she's still good. Caitlin Clark is good also.
Sure.
This is a tough team to build. Both of them are good. Both of them could be on the team, and I wouldn't bat an eye. But would I take Diana Taurasi over Arike? No. Ryan Howard? No. Is Bonner? No, I think Bonner. That's the other thing. I'm not sure what nationality these people are. They've been over here. So my
there are
immediately
a couple rookies who made their national team. I think Cardosa made her national team. Somebody else.
My immediate thought when looking at this, Boston? Edwards. Okay.
Edwards.
I knew that one. I knew that one. Was, where's Jonquel Jones at? Why is she not on the list?
That's because we just watched.
Because I think Jonquel Jones is the best player on that team.
Yeah.
One of the best players in that league. But she is like Bermudan? I don't know. She's one of those Caribbean type people, and she kicks it.
She's Bahamian.
Bahamian. There we go. I knew it was one of the songs from. Is that the Beach Boys? Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, pretty mama.
Key Largo, Montenegro, where we go.
To the Kokomo.
I believe she actually has dual citizenship for Bosnia. Yeah.
And the H word. What did we call them?
Herzegovina. Mother Jacob just rolled that. I looked at the word and I said,
I read that name as like, does it Bosnia and Hernando? Who knew?
Who knew?
But yeah, so that was my immediate thought. But like, no, she's on she plays for a different nation. All this to say, Caitlin Clark is having a really good rookie year and is a really good basketball player. She's not better than any of those up there. Yeah. And there are 3 or 4 who didn't make it up there who she's still behind. So, calm down.
And there have also been bigger snubs in Team USA history. Like, let's not forget when Candace Parker, 2-time MVP at the time, Candace Parker gets left off the 2016 team and still had gas in the tank, went and won another MVP and a championship. And we just had this conversation the last Olympic cycle when Nneka Ogwumike got left off. And Candace Parker was like, I know how you feel right now because this is such an egregious leave-off that everybody within the basketball community said, how can this happen? Now you have a situation where it's a rookie. And I understand. And like, that is the headline. The headline is Caitlin Clark left off Olympic team because she is driving a ton of attention. That's how headlines work. So people were waiting to see, was Caitlin Clark, she was in the Olympic pool, was she going to be named to this team? She's not. I thought she handled it tremendously. I think Caitlin Clark has handled this entire onslaught of attention and positive energy and negative energy really, really well. And her comments about the Olympic team sat right in that space. And I think I saw a girl who's ready for a break.
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart, live every weekday at 8 a.m.